What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, typically I deal with celebrity stuff. I don't deal with news, which is something that I would like to go into, but I just don't have the time or the patience to do it right now. But I want to cover this because I believe this is important to the black community in San Francisco, which, you know, it's a great city. I've been there many times. I'm a 49ers fan, although they don't play in, Candlestick anymore. It's one of the greater cities in the world that I've ever been to. That's being from California. I'm not being biased. I've been all over the world. Lviv, London, Rio de Janeiro. San Francisco's a great city. But the situation with San Francisco, it is very anti-black, although they don't want to say it. And a lot of times, you find out things that are anti-black when they throw money at symptoms without addressing the root of the problem. All right, now I want you to understand that San Francisco is probably the most expensive city in the world, or one of them. And what the city of San Francisco is doing is pregnant black and Pacific Islander women will get $1,000 monthly supplement during and after their pregnancy to help improve the health outcomes for both the mom and the baby. All right. Now, I don't know if these women will be single. I probably will agree that most of them are single. And it's going to happen in 2021, okay? It's called the Abundant Birth Project because it's a lot of, black women don't have the health care they need. And so because of this, they're throwing money at this issue. Now, people look at this and say this is good. But I look at this and say this is bad. Because you're throwing money at some symptoms. The problem is that why are these women not married or with men that can support the kids throughout its life? Not for 1 or 2 years. Because we know what the outcomes are when women have children and the father's not there. $1,000 in a month is probably going to go by very quick in San Francisco. It's very expensive there. What about these children after those 2 years are up? And that's my question. What happens after that? What happens to me is that's a baby that's more healthy, but that child is going to have a lack of network. That child is more likely to face police brutality if it's black. If it's a black woman, that child is more likely to be pregnant themselves when they get of age or even before then. And it doesn't build any wealth, and it doesn't build any connections in our black communities. In other words, we're going to reward you for keeping your man out of the home. And that's the liberal way of saying, here's to you not solving your problem, but here's to throw at some of your symptoms. And for me, I think it's a disgrace. Children need their fathers, right? And I know that there's an issue with the laws where black men and women are, and just in general, there's too much money to be lost in these divorces. I understand it's a problem, but this is not fixing it. The child is still going to grow up to be relatively poor. The child is still going to grow up with a lack of opportunity. And all you did was just made the baby's healthy. You didn't make sure that the baby has any network or any way to develop well in life. But the people that create these bills, their children will have that. See, a lot of senators and a lot of people on the left, their children don't have to worry about this because their fathers in their life, they have generational wealth, you see. their children go to the great schools, the Cal Berkeleys, the Stanfords, the St. Mary's of Moraga out in the Bay Area, the USCs of the world, the San Francisco University, the Jesuit schools. See, they don't have to worry about this. See, only black people have to worry about this. The poor blacks. And this is what keeps black people poor. And see, I hate to come to this realization to the brothers out there, some of you brothers out there who are anti-black woman. I want to talk about this. I read something on somebody's community tab. Putting down the women that have the most reason to support you, and also the men, it's stupid. People out there on the left would like to see us fail. This is evident of that. They don't want us to have long-term solutions to our issues. They want us to keep failing, to keep being at the bottom, and they hope that this is something that helps us. No, it doesn't help. That's why I want to tell black men, you are the answer to our issues. Only you can solve our problems. White folks can't solve them. Liberals can't solve them. All right? There's no way that you can give a lady $1,000 a month just for that to help the baby when she's still going to end up being poor. That child is going to end up being poor. And our children are going to continue to suffer. Our children need what was promised to them a long time ago. When Bill Clinton was in office, when they wanted work programs, job programs. See, things like that. Things that push the black people ahead. When you start talking like that, they don't want that. But that's when you give it to yourself. That's when we give it to ourselves. We have to know that they do not want us to develop. We have to create businesses that support each other and support content or support businesses that support our initiatives. It's up to us. They're not going to train your children how to become entrepreneurs. They're not going to train your children in the skilled trades. They're not going to train your children to have a sense of community. That's what we have to do. They will throw money at the situation, but they will never develop you. That's why it's up to you to tell your people the truth. And we have to do that. And this is the most important thing. The most important. Because they want our people to fail. People like the city of San Francisco, they want our people to fail. I'm convinced. This is not a solution. Other groups that are successful, the Jewish community, the Chinese community, they would never accept anything like this. The reason why is if their people are poor when they get here, they know how to do a sense of community and understanding opportunities is what gets your people ahead. Knowing how to save money, how to invest, who to be around. But see, we don't tell our people that. And that's why we're suffering. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Subscribe, hit the bell. I really appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much for your support. Check out the comment pinned to the top. Check out what you see for the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Don't forget to support and vote for the Manosphere Awards. Make sure that you do that. All right? And guys, I really thank you so much for everything you're doing. Check out my email. All that's there. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.